I'll say that I'm really just a friend. And I said, you know what we finna do? We finna sprint. Like, I always...
We back. This is our second interview or interviewee. We're here with
Jori Savage.
What is your story with track? Like, how did that begin?
I say I always start in 8th grade, but I say 7th grade was like my test that year to see if I actually like it, because I always been like a competitive type person. So I used to like say I did karate, like I went to one karate lesson, gymnastics, dance. I wanted to get in boxing, but I always just like a person that always wanted to like compete and always just seem like dominate in certain areas, and I always just wanted just to be better, like the best version of myself. So I'll say 7th grade, since that year was COVID. The 8th grade year, I was like, oh, I'm really good at it. So it's really just natural talent for real.
So would you say that you're naturally like just really athletic? Because you named karate, boxing,
yeah,
dance,
yeah.
Like...
I'll say that I'm really just athletic, and just like my ability right now, I know I got so much like potential of what I got right now.
In 7th and 8th grade, did you run different races than what you run now?
No, I ran the 100. No, I ran the 100, 200, and then I started running the 400. But I ran the 400 because I had like an injury. Like I always be injured. So not this year. We actually taking steps and accountability for my actions this year. So yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be injured your last season. Like...
Yeah, no, we taking recovery very serious.
Okay, so what would you say your journey with your coach has been like?
My coaching, I'll say when I first started for coaching, it wasn't really good because, you know, middle school is going to be middle school. And I don't remember one workout. I do remember one workout. I had like 300s. I didn't go back the next day because I felt so sick because I didn't have the proper nutrition and the water intake. But I say 9th grade, it was really just like a playful time, like nothing too serious. Got to high school, knowing Coach T, he was like my first actual real coach, and he actually put me on to certain things that I need to know about the sport. So I'll probably say that. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I was born in Memphis, but I was born in Memphis, moved to Atlanta area, then moved to Henry County area, then now I'm in Conyers.
The exact events that you do, were you always fast, or were you just flexible, and then you just somehow like you actually took it seriously when then you just took off? Like,
no, I always was fast. Like I always was compared to like the first time I was on the track, I'll say I always wanted to be like the fastest girl out there. Like I always wanted to like show out, like be someone to like literally show out. So it was one time right before like practice, I went to like the parking lot with my friend. And I said, you know what we finna do? We finna sprint. Like, I always wanted to be a sprinter because, like, I look up to, like, Shelly and Freddie Price when I first started on track. And I was like, you know what? I'm finna just sprint this whole thing. I wish I never did that because I was really sore. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. But I made the team. I made the team. Yeah. And I was one of the top fastest girls on the team and also in the county in that area.
What's the biggest lesson that you learned, whether it's from somebody else or from yourself?
For track?
I mean, yeah, from track. What'd you learn?
What have I learned? I feel like, what have I learned? I had learned a lot, but I'm trying to figure out one good like lesson I learned. I feel like for accountability, because you gotta take accountability for your actions, especially for track. Like you can't do certain things that other people do. You can't like eat the certain things, which I'm trying to work on my diet, but like I worked on it pretty much throughout the years. And just taking accountability for like situations, like you know you were supposed to go sleep at that time and you ran a race and you end up false starting or you end up not doing good because you didn't put the like work in before or after, and also that night before, because everything is just little tiny details. But I say accountability, also that goes in as in for losses as well. When you lose and you know you didn't put your best like foot on the track, you could just take that in for yourself because you know you didn't do as good as you should have did.
What was it like going to state last year?
State last year, I go to state every year. So it was mostly, I ran the 100 and I ran the 4x1. I was actually hurt. And I was supposed to do the 200, but he pulled me out of the region because I was hurt. And actually, I started to like the 200 more because the progress of me liking the 200 came from me not liking it. And now that I see that I'm getting better and also like being uncomfortable with something that I wasn't like, being comfortable with something that I wasn't comfortable before with, it's just like a progress of how I is as a person, of me changing and growth within myself. So I'm starting. But last year going to state, it was cool, raining, the weather wasn't good. I was hurt, so I was really just I was like, I'm just glad to be here because I wasn't there for my temporary year because I got false started in the 100, and I took like basically my 11th grade years and like my revenge year. So yeah.
What do you think separates you from other sprinters, like your mentality wise?
I'll probably say I don't like losing. Nobody like losing, but I would just say like the way how I put my work ethic is like I put overtime, like just doing the work that coach be having me do. I do that, but I also like take time to go home and put in work, research, actually get to know my sport for what it is for myself, to like teach myself different things, different techniques, and actually read on what my sport does to the human body and also how can I improve in that. And I feel like it's just my mentality because I'm a little crazy about this. I ain't gonna lie. And then that's one thing that I would say like that make me different because I feel like I do want to come and dominate everything, but also like try to have control situations that you have control of. And that's one thing that I learned throughout the process of this track season is because last year I got hurt and I was trying to control every situation, but I just let it flow and I just let God take it.
How many offers have you gotten so far?
Offers? Over 10.
Over 10?
Over 10. I can't really say. Yeah, over 10.
Like, okay. They're all like these are all offers ranging between D whatever and D1, or they're all D1?
They're all D1.
So what about the ones that aren't D1?
Aren't D1? I mean, those was really like when I first started back in like 11th grade. So those was like entries. So I wouldn't really count them as offers. Like, I had one from Grambling that was an entry, and then I had one from another place that I forgot that was in D1.
Could you tell me some schools, like the best schools that gave you some offers?
Ole Miss. Nah, I would really say Georgia tried to offer me, but they didn't come with like the percentage I needed. And also because I'm in the state of Georgia, so they're gonna like look at the girls in Georgia. Then I'll probably say if TCU is coming up with some money. But Kansas is a good place that I'm at right now. And then all the schools that like offer me is like top division D1 schools and also get good conference. So you got Pitt, then you got Wisconsin, then you got Purdue.
Yeah. I'm still stuck on that Georgia offer.
Bro, they wasn't offering nothing, so they was.
Yeah, I feel that. You know your worth. Who do you see as rising stars at Heritage? Like people on the track, like it can be boys or girls.
For track, for the girls, I see Morgan Means. She's really dedicated to her sport, and she literally kind of remind me of me sometimes. Like how she like put her work ethic, how she a little bit like when she before like her races and stuff, she be a little bit tad nervous. And I used to be the same way, but I see her as like a good like person to come up. And then Arya, I see Arya, good hurdler. Yeah. She really is dedicated to the sport. And I feel like those two are like the biggest ones that I feel like they got some potential in them. And I'm not saying like all the other girls ain't got potential in them, but they're the ones that like really remind me of who I am as like a person right now when I was younger.
Was there ever a time in track where you just were like down in the slumps, like you were just down?
What took a toll on me is when I first started for the 100 Regents race, because the night before I was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, eating wrong food, couldn't fall asleep. So I feel like that took a toll on me. I was like, I gotta do better. So I feel like that's why I said like taking accountability for your mistakes.
Okay. Who would you say that you are without track?
I'll probably say
like you're describing yourself and track doesn't come up.
I'll probably say disciple of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I'll probably say that because Without him, I wouldn't have this ability. And I really like preach on like the gospel a lot because that really helped me throughout like my high school years and also like starting right now. So I'll say disciple of Jesus Christ, and also I'll say like I like modeling. I just like motivating people, and I like inspiring others to do like what they can do and they know they can do. So I'll probably say that. And I just got so many talents that people don't know about, but I guess. But yeah, I'll probably say disciple of Jesus Christ because I'm always trying to glorify His word and just show throughout track that anything is possible with His will, and I just follow His plan and follow what He got for me.
What do you want to be like? Is track a step toward your career where you want to be, or do you just want to go straight to the Olympics?
Track is, I mean, when I'm always go big or go home. I say I'm gonna go pro, but it's in my plan. My plan is to go pro, and my plan is just to probably after that become a coach or really I don't really see. I see myself doing stuff big. Like I want to just like inspire other people as much as I can and make people do what they can do and just put it on how they can do it. Like it could be acting, dancing, whatever someone is inspired and what they want to do. I really preach. Y'all need to do it because I try every day. I'm telling you, I try everything, and I finally track was my leeway. Say, oh, I really like this because I like to dominate. So I'll say that.
What's something like that you tell yourself before you get on the line?
Sometimes I'll say faith over fear. That really helps. Faith over fear. Sometimes I'll say 10-9, laugh about it. Sometimes I say, like a fast time. Because it takes me out my, like, serious mode. And then I be running fast stuff. I be, like, running fast stuff when I say, like, a fast time. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, but I say faithful with fear always. Like, that really helped me. I just be like faithful with fear, faithful with fear. And then my cues, I'll probably say like fast arms, fast arms, fast arms, fast arms. And then I'll probably say that.
Yo, it's your boy KB, and we back another banger. We're here with Jori's interview today. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and let me know, just like, follow, support, everything like that. Go to her page, blow it up, you know what I'm saying? She's one of them big ones. So anybody else, that you want to see get interviewed, let me know, and just stay posted for the next one. Peace.